guys? Joebizz34 back again. I'm here to do a quick review on this guy. And I'd like to just say the figure is amazing. No pun intended. The Amazing Spider-Man, get it? Yeah, I know, it's corny. But anyway, I'm very happy with this figure. Just opened them up. I picked them up today from Unmasked, from Matt in Millbar, New Jersey. As I always give him a plug, and once again I'll show his info on this video as I'm filming it. Just got back from his store, and it's around 2:30 or so on Wednesday, January, I believe it's January 8th today, and just figured I'd get right to it and do a video on this guy. I know a lot of people have been curious about the in-hand pics of this guy. You know, there's been a lot of pictures of people that have him now, and I say this figure rocks, and I have Spidey here showing off of the camera saying rock on, man, because the figure's cool. He knows he's cool. But I'll give you the quick lowdown. The outfit, the costume, I think looks awesome. Looks better in person than it does in the pictures, and even the way he's showing on camera right now. I always felt that in some pictures that I saw, you know, with the figure being advertised coming out, that he looked a little too bright, you know, bright red, bright blue. But, you know, in person it doesn't play off quite as bad. It is a little darker, a little more subtle than it looked to me initially. The costume is awesome. It does look like a real person's in there, kind of, because the way the costume fits on the figure, like even Matt's at the store pointed out at Unmasked Collectibles, he was saying that, you know, the way, you know, some people maybe complain about this, the way it folds under the arms and stuff, but it actually adds like a realism to the outfit. Like, because I mean, if you know, honestly, if you're wearing a suit, look at the boots and the bottoms, very cool. Just like this, you know, kind of like the sneaker type of setup he had incorporated into a suit. He stands very well on his own, which is purposely why I'm doing this, showing you that you don't need the Hot Toy stand at all. But I think that the suit has a very realistic fit to him. When you fold the arms up and down, you know, it does crinkle and wrinkle in spots, and I think that's what would happen if you were wearing this suit for real. It's, you know, let's face it, it's a representation of him first becoming Spider-Man. It's his first outfit. It's a little pre-classic looking Spider-Man, as we've seen from the trailer. He'll be looking a little more traditional in the new movie coming out this summer. And I love the suit, and I think the lens came out really cool. It does have, as you can see even in the cameras picking up, people were worried that it wasn't going to have enough of a glare or like a reflectiveness, like a real lens. And as you could see in the camera glare right now, it does. It does have a shiny kind of glossy look to it. It does have the yellow tint, which I'm fine with, because I think that's screen accurate. And it's a cool effect, even if it's not true. I don't know. I know the Medicom one, there's been a lot of debate about whether this one's better or the Medicom's better, and I know they both have their pluses and minuses, and I'm not about a war between Medicom, Sideshow, Hot Toy. I don't really care. I just judge the figure by the figure. Some people say the Medicom is oversized and too tall, which is abnormal for Medicom, and some people are saying that he's undersized. And yeah, he is small. I will say maybe he could have been made a tad taller, but you know, he is supposed to be a teenager in high school. He is supposed to be younger. Spider-Man's about being lean, not necessarily muscular and big. So he's supposed to be more younger and like a kid in high school. So I'm cool with the. I think Dark Lord Dave himself on Sideshow Forums said he's got the body of like Robin from Batman and Robin. And you know what? That's accurate. And they probably did use this type of body for the Robin Hot Toys that's coming out. But like I said, you know, he's not Darth Vader. He's not supposed to be really tall. He's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not even Bruce Willis or Rambo size. He's supposed to be lean and thin and scrappy, and so I'm okay with him being smaller. And you know, in the store before I took him home, we opened them up to check the whole shoulder controversy thing, which, by the way, mine are fine. The shoulders are perfect, and very posable. Even though he's in that suit, it's very you know, easy to pose him and move the joints and stuff. But like I said, I think overall, you know, I put him up against a Captain America that Matt had in the store, and you know, he looked on par. I don't think he's that undersized that it's really that big of a deal. But whatever, you know, to each their own. Here is the non-masked version, and it looks, to me, let me see if I can get in there and kind of zooming in. Let's see if I can get it to focus in real good here. I think, hold on, let me adjust it so it's moving closer like so, and see if we can get it clear so you can really get a good look at the sculpt. There it is. And once again, big improvement over the prototypes. And I got to tell you, the little battle damage on his face there. And I do have a Peter Parker bash ready for him. So I am going to work on that, and I'll do a part 2 on this. I'll actually do like a second part where I'll show him as Peter Parker when I get it all built up. You know, I got the jacket, the camera, the clothes, the whole deal. I'm still on the hunt for a skateboard and like a book bag for him. But other than that, I have pretty much everything else I need. So I'll put that together and show it shortly. But this sculpt is awesome. And this new system they have with the head sculpt is really cool. It's so easy to swap heads. Check this out. I'm gonna put this camera here just for 1 second. I'm just gonna prop it down, and basically, as you can see here, it just pops right off like that, and it's got the little, definitely kind of a special custom type of neck connector, and then you plug that right on, and now boom, there he is without the mask. That simple, that easy. No hair dryer, no pulling, no nothing. Very easy to switch. So you can see here. Here's the head. All right. And you know, so you can get either look really easily, really quickly, without any fuss or muss, and I love that. Like I said, the figure is simple but great. There's the typical Hot Toy stand that comes with it, and like I said, you could put him on that, you know, give him more of that museum pose look, you know, with the name and everything, the nameplate and everything. Get focus in there. There you go. Just had it. There we go. You know, and it completes the look, but honestly, he's very poseable. He stands on his own, and despite early reports, he feels like a very durable figure. So you don't necessarily need to have him on the stand. Or if you want to use the stand to kind of pose him more dramatically, like he's swinging or flying or whatever, you know, that you know, the stand would definitely help with that. So really cool. Here's the box. There's the cover. That's the outer box that opens up. Obviously, the plastic tray over it that covers, you know, his extra hands and stuff. You know, the typical stuff. You get the extra posing hands, the sling shooting hands, the fists, if you want to have them closed fists, extra pegs, which is always a nice touch. Open hands. This one is a relaxed hand. This is where the hand was that I have him with now, the rock on sign, or technically a web slinging hand. But it does look like he's saying peace, or like, you know, rock. And it comes with, you know, the web shooting out if you want to have him like he's, you know, slinging some web. And yes, I did get the infamous warning as far as the instructions of how not far to move up his arms. But like I said, I kind of tried it out in the store, and Matt purposely had me open it up ahead of time just in case there was a problem. He can like help return it or get it swapped. But everything is fine, and I think the range, if you're careful, the range is pretty good. The suit is durable. I mean, I'm sure everything has its limits, but I don't think it's nearly as sensitive as the ones that originally had the problems were. I think they were just either a defective batch, or I don't know, maybe with one of the delays that this figure had, maybe Hot Toys did fix stuff, you know, correct it. I don't know. But anyway, that's it, man, and I love it. You know, I love the figure so much, I may not even... I was planning on darkening the suit and weathering it a little bit, like kind of like what the member on SciShow did, Robbie the painter. We had discussed in that forum about how the suit should be darkened or weathered in spots, and I do agree. I maybe mainly on the blue more so than the red. I think the red looks better in person than in the pictures, and it's a little darker than I envisioned it. So I don't know. It's such a cool figure that there's a part of me that doesn't want to alter it or touch it. I do like that the seam is hidden here too on the neck, so when the figure is on, it does look continuous, like one, you know, the suit is over his head and not, you don't see like a crease there. So hold on, my camera's going to run out, so I'll be back in 1 second to finish this. Okay, I'm back, and I used the opportunity for the break to kind of change his pose into a more action pose, just to show you his movability, that, you know, I'm not just making it up. You know, you can pose him a little better. And like I said, the shoulders aren't that big of a deal. Also, if you notice on his outfit, he's got the little, I don't know if you can get in there and see really good with the video, but he does have, whoops, and he's fallen. I had him displayed like kind of like off the ground, so you can kind of get an idea of like the things you could do if you balance him. You know, you could have him kind of like in the air, or like he's swinging. you know, and there's his little his homemade web slinger shooters there, his web shooters on the wrist. There's one on this one, and there is one. There's the other one right there. Can't really make it out too good right now, but you guys have to have the figure know. So there is some attention to detail there. And like I said, with a little imagination, you can have him doing a lot of different type of poses. You have to balance him or whatever. He's going to go flying right now. I had him, but I went to move him to show you the slingers. But in any case, he's very durable. He's posable. He's flexible. Here, I'll straighten him out so he can stand again. And like I said, I don't know. I think overall he's a very easy figure to manage. See, there he goes. He's back and he's standing. And like I said, I already saw some people using like stands and stuff to make him look like he's swinging and all that. So really, and like I said, the heads are really easy to swap. So you know, I give this figure a 9 out of 10, man. I would say look-wise, I would give it with the outfit and the you know, the costume. I would give it about an 8. Maybe could use a little more weathering, a little more darkness, which, you know, the customizers like myself maybe will do. I don't know. I might do it, like what Robbie the Painter did. But overall, he looks great even on its own. And I would say, you know, articulation-wise and the feel of him, I think it is a 9. I don't think you have to worry about the shoulders breaking or anything that much, as long as, you know, you don't do anything that's unreasonable. And, you know, I think the positive outweigh the negative. So if I had to average it out, I'd say about an 8.5 out of 10 I'd give this guy. Look-wise, he's cool. I think they got a lot of the technical, the second sculpt, the likeness of the actor. You know, Peter Parker, Andrew, looks really cool. He's going to make a great Peter Parker bash. You know, and the price is good for the price because, you know, it's not too often that you can get a Hot Toys figure for $200 or a little less at this point, you know, depending on where you're getting it from, before it obviously goes on the second market. And, you know, get this, you know, 2 head sculpts nonetheless, plus the extra hands, the webbing, and the base, and, you know, so you're getting a lot here for your money, considering it's on the cheaper side, you know, compared to other Hot Toys these days, or even some Sideshow figures. So that's it, guys. That's my Amazing Spider-Man review. I'd say if you're on the fence, and, you know, you had doubts based on what people were complaining about, and, you know, there's going to be naysayers and haters all over the place, you know, I say just go, you know, just take the plunge. If you like the character and you like this costume, and you want him, and you want this head sculpt here, whether it's display here or to make a secondary figure with, I say pull the trigger and go for it, man. I think he looks fantastic, and overall he's fun. It's a fun figure. I could see a lot of posable possibilities with him, and I say go out and do it. And like I said, it's not too much of a risk. You're not talking about a figure here that's $250 to $300. You're talking, you know, if you can get one while it's still in stock, you know, you can get one for a really good price, and I think you get a lot here for your money compared to some other figures out there. So that's my honest opinion, and that's it, guys. I got a lot of stuff to review, so I'll be back. I got Tony Stark the Mechanic I still gonna review, which I technically got before this figure, but I haven't had a chance to get that video edited and ready yet, but that'll be up soon. I have Darth Vader coming from Sideshow. I have a Sideshow Yoda that comes with a lot of cool stuff that I just picked up from Matt as well. I'll be showing that. I'll probably show that with Vader since it both fits the Star Wars theme. And I got some customs to show, man. I got some new stuff on the way. What do you guys see? All right, it's a new year and it's a new figures to come along with it. All right, guys. Till next time. Peace out.